Generals, gentlemen.
Hello, welcome to Company of Heroes 2. It's been an interesting evening of shoutcasting. Done a bit of 0 Hour, and it seems Torano, he's done a bit of Assault Grens.
Done a little bit of that, yeah. So he will be locking in what is, I'll remember in a second. Is it like something assault?
It's
like
mechanized squad wipe with Stug-E assault.
Assault, yeah. Which is pretty good.
This
so yeah,
unit is
as we worked out,
actually
Stug-E is ridiculous.
I'm really bitter because I lost a game that I should have won against Siberian because of this unit consistently killing full models every time it fired.
It's nuts.
Yeah,
it's completely nuts at the moment.
So we're 30 seconds into the replay and we've already vented our blatant allied fanboyism.
We're super allied fanboy.
I mean, that's a new record for us,
Yeah, it probably is. We normally wait until about the mid-game, until something is obviously OP. Now we've decided jumping before the Stug-E has even been built, and just like, yeah, this unit's freaking nuts.
Yep.
Regardless, yeah, Vindicarex up the top left as our Soviets. We're, of course, on map I haven't played in ages. It's a Mosky. Nice. Good save.
Yeah, well done. So, for the record, we both hate this map because it's a campy Garrison choke point fest, which generally isn't fun for gameplay.
No.
So we don't see this map much, we don't play on it much, so that's kind of half the reason why we wanted to do it. We wanted to sort of see how the game would progress, and there was also some interesting descriptions that I sort of wanted to see, but I don't want to spoil that for you guys. We'll see what they go for, even though I know sort of what tiers they will go. Regardless, Assault Grens, they're hard to use. They can be rewarding, especially against support weapons, mainly Maxims, because they have a sprint. I think overall, Grenadiers are a lot better, but having that sprint can be quite valuable, especially they will fall off in the mid-game. Conscripts, when they get the critical mass, they just sort of they burst them. They just really cut down too many members before they can really make an impact. Same with the P-Grens, kind of. P-Grens would have, they have a lot of mid-range damage. P-Grens can still be very effective at the mid-range, where Assault Grens, nope.
No way.
They're like PPSH conscripts. They need to be up close, and like really close. I don't even know what he's doing. He's just...
Yeah, it's because he's facing off against two con squads, and that's just not really wanted to be. He wanted to find a con squad capping into the middle, and he didn't find that, which means Assault Grens all of a sudden are just bleeding manpower. He'll actually maybe win that.
Nah, he's too weak. Even if they're close...
They're really strong, dude. Like, yeah, I think he'll win that. Yeah, there you go.
It could have gone either way, depending on RNG.
RNG, yeah.
That being said, I guess the issue there... Wow, okay. Forces the retreat. I guess the issue there was... It was a weak squad, but all 5 members were still up, so they still had the full DPS, which is kind of rare. Normally you'll lose at least one model by then. Anyway, so it has actually stalled a bit of the map, so it hasn't been much capping out of Vindicarex as a result of those Assault Grens kind of being there in the way. And a really fast MG42 coming out of Torano.
Yeah, Assault Grens into the Grenadier squad, and of course Assault Grens, costing a fair bit of manpower. Going for that early MG can be punishing in terms of map control. Seems to...
Not that expensive.
Not have paid it that. They're a little bit more. They have 280, yeah,
really
so not really a lot more, so... I think they might have changed that at some point.
No,
you reckon?
They used to cost,
I thought they cost...
originally they cost
fuel?
munitions.
Munitions.
Yeah, like ages ago.
Yeah.
No, like ages
it was
ago.
ages ago. So
like before Western Front armies.
Yeah. Like, I haven't seen it in ages, like, to be honest.
Well, they were really
like,
OP when they came out, so they were, let's give munitions, and then they didn't, and then they, like, gave them sprint, but nerfed their something.
That was it.
Well, no, it was March Deployment that nerfed them. So it was an indirect nerf to them, like when lethality was increased, they were basically no longer able to walk through multiple squads.
Rifles, yeah, they can't walk through rifles and start killing stuff. So.
Yeah, anyway. Is that mine?
Yeah, it was.
That was a cheeky mine wipe. Where is that?
Vindicarex was not happy.
I don't know where that was, but I heard it. Unlucky. I actually don't know.
Yeah, must have been Vindicarex planting a mine. What do you... And who? Who lost the squad?
It was the German.
It was
Pioneers.
Yeah, it was his Pioneers. Oh, yeah, it was his Pioneers.
Because it was the German voice saying, we have lost a squad, and there's no Pioneers. But I don't know where it was. Who cares? Anyway, Pioneers are down. Will delay his teching if he so desires, which he probably won't, because you don't need to when you're playing this commander. You have a Tiger. Oh, wait, but you also have a mid-game tank as well.
Yeah,
so you're not punished by not teching at all.
Yeah.
Where normally when you don't tech, you don't have a mid-game tank, but You do this time, so
Pretty
enjoy
early, yeah, second combat engineer squad coming out here from Vindicarex, which, makes you lean towards lots of mines or also, a flamer. You want to get a flamer out as well as having a minesweeper as well.
It's a good map for a flamer. There's
Yeah.
a lot of garrisons to clear, especially against assault grens. You want to have that close range firepower, and as they are 5-man squads, the flamers are even more effective against the assault grenadiers than what they are normally compared to just regular grenadiers. That being said, though, as I was saying, Torano doesn't need a tech. He kind of does because he needs to get his tier 2 for his pack. And his P-Grens if he wants to, but like definitely to have that pack. Otherwise, you can just lose to mid-game vehicle play, T-34s, T-70s.
Oh, I really like that heavy cover. The sandbags going to be throwing down on the fuel of Torano.
That's a weird angle, though.
Yeah, it is a weird angle. I guess kind of defending towards the. I think there's light cover
light
in
cover,
there,
yeah.
so I guess defending towards that location. But really nice work there. If you go for the decap, you kind of want to hold it with a con squad. It means you can't cap it with an individual squad coming out from Torano.
Yeah, you need to really invest multiple squads. One of the advantages of conscripts, they can build that sandbags. They're very, very strong. I think very underutilized as well. A lot of people don't really invest in it. And like, yeah, you're leaving sandbags for your opponent, but the reason why this is quite clever placement is because if he actually decides to flank it, he can just go down the road, and then he attacks the sandbags, and it's actually completely flanked.
And that's the kind of ideal place to put it. That'll right on the edge where you can't actually cap it. Like, you can't cap while behind the heavy cover, is also another nice way to do it. But definitely well played there by Vindicarex.
And if he placed it down here, he may have been within range of the base MGs or close to it at the very least. I think against OKWR, because they have the flak Veerlings, which have more range than the MG42 bunkers. So Vindicarex is floating a lot of manpower, getting his squad of guards now, and that's why he's losing the territories, because he was floating squads when he should have been building them. Mortar coming out as well. He's going to lose his cutoff because he was floating manpower. You can't afford to do that on a map with brutal cutoff. So this is going to be the Assault Grenadier Sprint. Very, very powerful. It actually may lose the engineers. Negative cover can be a bit deadly.
Yeah.
The Assault Grens, they have a really low fire on the move accuracy, so they're not really that good.
Yeah, their chase potential is really low.
Yeah.
Plus, they can't really stay inside ridiculous damage range.
Yeah, the threshold of their accuracy. Vet 2, though, pretty early Vet 2 actually for these Assault Grens. 13 kills have really been a lot of these engagements. They didn't need to heal up, though. Is there a medic bunker? There is no such thing.
Yeah. Having that individual squad of Assault Grens really can make a pretty big impact. More squads than that, and you start to rely too heavily on close range engagements, but having that one can be really surprising, and you always get it out a lot faster than you get the pre-grens out.
Yeah, especially since you don't have any upgrades on them. There's no LMGs, G43s, there's no like good grenades. Yeah, they have the assault grenades, but they're like kind of crap, let's be honest. Rifle grenades are much better. And then you got a Panzerfaust, so you don't want to overcommit to them. You really don't. But yeah, losing his cutoff here, he still has a fuel point, which is nice, but it won't equate into the middle points that are on the side of Torano.
Back now, Mortar's going to be moving up as well. Should be pretty crucial to these next couple of engagements with those grenadiers trying to stay at range.
Man, Torano needs this med
And he
bunker.
needs his fuel back as well. I mean, he just hasn't gone for it yet. All these squads were kind of committed to the middle, so you had to either push in or retreat.
See, the thing is with this here is he can probably 1v1 that. Well, he can definitely because he's Vet 2. Yeah, Vet 1, like Vet 0, Vet 1 maybe, because you sprint up to it. So you're not really taking that much damage on approach, so long as there aren't Molotovs. Molotovs are very crucial in the Conscript versus Assault Grenadier matchup, but the reason why that isn't going to be a problem is because there's a lot of support weapons, double engineer, and guards. There aren't going to be Molotovs, and it probably wouldn't be worth going Molotovs. So that does make the Assault Grens have a lot more power, whereas when you're con spamming, the Molotovs are deadly. This is nice play, having the Pioneers to draw the fire, which secures the assault path for the Assault Grens. Yeah. This is an easy engagement with the Vet 2.
Especially when they were actually as low as they were due to no med bunker.
Yeah.
Pretty nice move. And actually it's got a P-Grens coming out here. Okay. From Torano. Yeah.
Oh, that's the call.
Okay, yeah, it's the calling.
It's the I don't need to tech up because I have mid-game vehicles. There's early game vehicles plus the mid-game Stookie plus the late game Tiger. It's
pretty strong.
And it's quite fortunate for him because he actually has no fuel, so he does kind of need to have those free call-ins, those cheap call-ins. Now this is basically a squad wipe machine. This unit here. Probably not in this
situation.
situation because there's neg cover, but actually in the situation because Vindicarex doesn't
Micro.
retreat his squad after 5 seconds of taking damage. So he will lose that one. A bit of an issue as it was the Flamer Engineer had a bit of veterancy as well.
Throwing down some mines with the other squad though, and it is important to still have that minesweeper available.
And Engineer Vet is really important
Oh, yeah.
because when you get Vet 2, the extra repair speed actually makes a pretty big difference. It means you can be a lot more aggressive with your vehicles because there isn't as much downtime. Rifleman coming through didn't really do a lot because it was pretty like split up. Because of the squad wasn't behind cover, they don't really group up like that. But this is going to be a dead Maxim. He can't retreat through this squad wipe half track.
I suppose the fact he has to kind of set up on the front. He needs to go now. If he goes at the back door...
Well, actually, I think this is smart.
Yeah.
Because he's not retreating at all. Oh, he's retreating now. Is he going to react, though? That's actually a really bad play. He didn't... Torano wasn't... He could have killed that. If he had the back door, or even if he was in the middle. What I was going to say was... if you stay in the garrison and the Maxim dies, the weapon does not drop.
That's true.
So there's no chance for the Maxim to be stolen by Torano, which on this map, because of how many garrisons and choke points and camping, the Maxims are very valuable for your opponent. But he got away with it just because Torano didn't position his half-track properly. But that's fine. It's all good.
It'll work out.
Nice work here.
Yeah,
Vindicare.
got the heavy cover back again.
But you gotta be really careful.
To turn around.
Because when you have these deep caps, like, it's actually squad wipe bait with the squad wipe half track. Does he have AT grenades? He does, but even then, the time it takes for you to throw the AT grenade...
You might lose this one.
Yeah, you take a lot of damage. Wow, that was some good RNG with the cons.
Did you just drop 2?
Yeah,
or?
drop 2 with a single volley.
Nice.
Still...
There's still no
there
med
we
bunker,
go.
I don't think.
Oh, he may lose that grand risky move, but he gets behind it. Did I hear a half track? No, I didn't hear anything at all. I heard the Maxim getting flanked. That's a signal flare, but it won't really do anything against that half track. Here are the assault grens. I think they accidentally vaulted that. Rifle nade coming through. That's
that one model.
He
Yeah.
probably would have wiped the squad if he didn't move the assault grens away, but it means they dodged the rifle nade, and that may be a wipe, maybe, perhaps. And there's not really AT. There's a guards, but the half track can push the guards. So they can't actually fire their PTRS. Unless they're in a garrison, there's the AT grenade coming through, but it won't be in time. I'll wager. There it goes.
Yeah, that's
squad
what
wipe.
happens.
Number 1 from the squad wipe half track.
Yeah, squad wipe
10
half
kills.
Yeah. Doing a pretty good job there. And what I was going to say, yeah, squad wipe. That's 2 squad wipes with
Is it?
Vindicarex. He
Oh,
lost
yeah,
the
it
other
is.
con
Yeah,
squad as well.
The NGs.
But, you know, he lost the other con
Right, it
squad
is
on
2
the
cons
side.
up
But is there a med bunker? Like, no.
A bunker.
Yeah. There isn't, and there hasn't been for a while. Those assault guns have been walking around on half health.
Yeah,
for
to be
quite some
fair, there
time.
hasn't been a lot of munitions, but
Yeah.
he has 1 LMG. There's been like a rifle nade thrown out. He's been making okay use with it. He has the med packs, but like they're not really worth it. They're 20 munitions. It's pretty expensive. It's generally worth it going for the med bunker, unless you only have 1 squad that's low. So we're seeing no tech, and that's because Samoski is a bad map, and it basically prevents the light vehicles from being effective because of how cluttered it is. There's too many mine potential. It's too easy to get snared by the Faust or the AT grenades. Generally just not worth going for that light vehicle play. It puts you too far behind. So another reason why it's a very campy map is because you just won't see light vehicles.
Guards are going to get closed on here by the P-Grans. Yeah, they're going to have to retreat. Not dropping anything important, which is nice. The Maxim's firing out of the side there. So if the P-Grans actually close on the side,
Nade
then
goes
we'll
through.
juke it. Here we go.
So did a lot of... Oh, wow.
Oh, kills the church. And it would have killed the Maxim anyway. Yeah, Vindicarex lures it away.
Was that a mortar as well?
I don't know.
No, I don't know what blew it up, because it was maybe the mortar from Vindicare, because there was a grenade, and then there was something else that blew up, so I'm going to assume it was the mortar of Vindicarex. There really was no other explosives. And it's going to be squad wipe number 3 from the squad wipe. Half track, negative cover as well.
Oh, chase.
The half track isn't actually microing, but it's fine because Pigrens are in this garrison. Why is he not chasing this? Maybe he's afraid of mines, perhaps?
Yeah, that's actually a really good move. But then he drives through it anyway.
Squad wipe number... Oh, it actually goes off the road, which is clever. He avoids it. He will hit the AT grenade, but that's fine. He has the hedge for safety. Going in to these cons, negative... Why is he there?
Why is he not retreating?
Gets the AT grenade, but it won't matter.
And
that's squad wipe number 4
There's
for the squad wipe half track. Yeah, he has guards, but like... Low lag. Well,
okay. Yeah,
alright.
that's possible. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, but he naded. He didn't retreat.
Yeah.
So there was a pack. So maybe anticipating some sort of light vehicle play. So there's been a fair bit of squad wipes, which means a fair bit of command points. 7 across the board. Stug E is definitely an option. Probably won't see it though, given that Torano doesn't really have much fuel.
Yeah, would be a nice move to just save up. Given his
Yeah.
fuel spin decap, just save up for the Tiger would probably be the safest move. He doesn't really need the Stuggy, having already had the squad wipe half track and 2 squads of P-Grens and all these Gren squads, and haven't really
He has like
lost
double
it.
squads.
He's lost
yeah.
like one squad
need
so
it.
far, so yeah.
That
With
and-
no veterancy on the side of Vindicarex, it's just not worth
As
it.
I was mentioning before, it is harder to use them because of like the choke points and whatnot. That's hard to traverse through. It doesn't need it really. Like it'll be good, but I think it'll be more valuable just waiting for the Tiger. So going to be retreating through. Where is the half track being repaired? Okay, so he has a little bit of grace where he can actually retreat his squads without them getting wiped by the half track.
So that's nice.
Very good mine placement. You want to have those mines against the half track, so it can't chase you down as ruthlessly. Doesn't have much mines because he went guard DPs and AT grenades, and just hasn't really had much munitions for very long. It's a munitions heavy map, but it's really easy to cut it off because of these cutoffs here. So
War system caps going down here. MG42 is going to set up. Nice juking though from Vindicarex, and he should get into the safe zone. No, he's just going to go over the wall and retreat.
a med bunker, and he has a lot of
So still no med bunker.
yeah, he has the munitions,
Really?
and he has a Gren squad that can build a bunker.
Yeah, I don't
so
really get that.
I don't know what he's doing. Excuse me, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to have that med bunker. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't build it.
It's very surprising.
So I think also the problem as well with Vindicare is he isn't really grouping up his infantry. When you're versing that half track, you want to have 2 squads together because when you have 2 con squads, like an AT grenade will burst it down if there's 2 of them. You can't play aggressive against like double squads. Lone squads you can be aggressive, but yeah, double squads you have to play a bit more cautiously with that half track. It needs to be repaired first. That pack is doing some pretty good damage. I think it was also a rifle grenade that hit that house.
Starting to get chunked down actually. I think a stray mortar shot might have landed on it as well. The pack's actually going to get misses actually. That's pretty fortunate
Yeah,
for Vindicarex.
that won't damage that garrison like much really, because you want to have HE stuff like you know, tanks and stuff. Not so much at pack.
Yeah, those P-Grens though.
Oh nice, yeah, he might get this conscript squad as well. Not quite. He retreats.
Gonna force it up onto the guards though, and guards
Gonna
really
nade him.
aren't that good up close, but he's staying at range
Nade
really.
him?
I'm
I didn't nade him.
assuming. Where's the nade?
It'd be actually a very powerful grenade. The reason why is because the default camera view, which is this, you can't see the animation. That's why I rotated.
Yeah.
So in a situation like that, you should rotate the camera so you can see a grenade coming through. So these guards are doing pretty well for themselves. The veterancy too as well. DPs are pretty strong. One of their weaknesses is they're very immobile, so it's easy to get hit by a rifle grenade. Oh, there it is, rifle nade. It dodged it, but he lost 2 models regardless. And there's a lot of nades on the, mines on the ground, and there is a minesweeper, but it isn't really doing much sweeping as it is repairing that half track.
Yeah, repairing more than anything else. Looking towards VPs at the moment as I try and find them. No, they're up the top, of course. I don't know, it's just like, I'm really tired. I have no idea why. 442 on the side of Vindicarex, 383 on the side of Torano. You'd think after a few casts I would know where the VP counter is.
Or, and like, you know, 500 hours of playing company.
Well, yeah, that as well, I suppose, so.
Probably because
maybe I just close all my games before VPs even matter, Callum.
Yeah,
you don't know.
we were casting 0 hour, perhaps. Other than that, we do have the lock-in, which we haven't actually talked about.
No, we haven't.
I don't know
yet.
the name of it, but basically it's probably the best ISU commander because you have the marked target and the guard.
Mechanized support tactics.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it says right there, of course. Because of the guards as well, which can be buttoning, and so buttoning is going to actually work as intended in this match.
Oh! I was waiting for that. 3 P-Grens.
Yeah, buttoning will work as intended in this situation because there aren't any smokes. Where a lot of the times against tigers, you button and they just press smoke and drive away.
Which is pretty much the one weakness of actually locking it in.
Yeah, which is why it's so risky.
Assault.
Because if you see guards, you just go a commander that has smoke, which is generally spearhead or elite infantry. Rifle nade, a little bit late. And nice response from Vindicare because that was the end of the garrison. He retreats. So ISU, he has a lot of fuel. So he can go double ISU. He's also floating a fair bit, which I think is fine, given that he has enough VPs to hold out and he wants to go double ISU. It isn't really a good ISU map, though. It's hard to make use of it because the shot blockers and the choke points, so you can't often make use of that range advantage. At the same time, though, the opposite applies as well, where it's kind of hard to really engage the ISUs because they can just mine all the chokes. So it could be, again, a very campy and slow game.
Could be. Another squad of NGs might be a good move at this point. It's still, you know, a couple of CPs away from actually getting that ISU, so he does have to try and go in a few more of these engagements and just start racking up the CPs a little bit faster. Of course, Torano will have the Tiger available at 11:12 for the ISU, so I'll have it a little bit earlier, but we'll only have the one. See what kind of an impact he can actually make with that.
Still no med bunkers. Like,
Yeah,
I just don't understand.
get it.
Like,
I don't know why.
It's not like, oh, he's doing this because he wants to have...
Yeah. Thankfully, he's not floating
there's
munitions.
just no reason.
Like, thank God he's not floating munitions, but still.
Like, you know, sometimes you don't see AT grenades because it's like, yeah, or Molotovs, I want to have the fuel for a fast T-70. But there's just no reason why he doesn't have a med bunker, like, honestly.
Yeah, he must have forgotten about it. That's the only reason, so... And just not realise his squads are all on very low HP.
Yeah. For the record, you can't reinforce from this half track.
You cannot.
No.
That would be ridiculous.
Squad wipe at number 5?
Squad wipe number 5. Yeah, I think 5.
Guess the AT grenade, but again, like, doesn't necessarily matter. That being
They
said,
were focusing the wrong squad.
The Pigrins, I think they were going for the Maxim.
Yeah, I think they
were focusing the Maxim.
I think
so
he thought he had it.
Oh, but does he have the Maxim as well?
This could be squad at number 5.
This is a bit of a mine spot. You gotta be careful there. Yeah, you can't chase him.
Mines are nice.
Yeah, and as we have vet 2 on the Pigrins, so he's gonna have extra. I think that's accuracy. It really annoys me how it's like weapon control under fire. Like, what does a weapon control under fire mean? Does that mean accuracy? I don't know. I think it's accuracy. I'm pretty sure like everything is accuracy to vet 2, apart from vehicles.
Apart from vehicles,
which is armored skirts. But in the case of the Tiger, it's I think range. Accuracy and range, yeah. So Tiger's on the field, ISU probably soon to follow.
Yeah. Mark Target's going to really good as well.
Minesweeper reveals his mines. Good work here from Torano, sweeping out their mines. And...
no way to deal with the Tiger. I mean, Vindicarex, he's going for resistance now. Nice. Yeah, that's good. I thought he might have gone for one a little bit earlier, having realised, you know, the CP problem, whereas I have to hold out for a bit, whereas the Tiger's going to have free reign. So I think this is probably a good move. It's enough to say, yeah, look, I do have an AT gun. You better kind of be careful if there are mines on the field.
Especially when he has the AT grenades and when he has a guards. It's a bit of safety, I guess.
Yeah,
so
that's a good way of putting it.
Also, bear in mind, oh, nice attack round,
nice
or maybe it was just a regular attack because he knew the mine was there. The mines are bugged out. They do stay revealed for a very, very long time, it seems. Tiger's going to be bringing a lot of pain to the conscripts, if it lands.
Nice little jump there over the cover, but still, will take some substantial damage from these shots if it actually hits something.
Probably shouldn't be driving into the conscript range. Yeah, he's very good at that. He only has one squad of pioneers as well.
You can rely on the fact that it's just not going to penetrate.
Oh, there we go. Squad wipe.
Squad wipe.
Yeah, the AT grenades, they don't always penetrate targets. It's generally about probably 30%, I would say, frontal armor. That's squad wipe there on the side of Vindicare.
Yeah.
Sticking around for a little bit long guards. They do have good damage, especially at Vet 2 with the DPs, and they were quite close. And this Garrison may die to another... Is this shot? Was that an MG wipe from the mortar?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Oh, the mortar's wiped by the Pigrins. Nice work.
Yeah, that does get counter wiped. And there's a mine there, so the Pigrin's going to be
there we go.
Yeah, look.
He just should have treated that. He was one shot away. And there's the ISU on the field. Almost wipes it with the... actually, there's the Maxim crew. They're Vet 2. They may even wipe this.
They can probably get it. They should be able to get it.
Nah, maybe. There's a mine there, though. Oh, he runs past it.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. They'll survive.
So, ISU on the field. ISUs, in case you haven't used them since the last patch, they have to toggle their ammo now, like Shermans. They have armor-piercing ammo, good against vehicles, and they have HE, good against infantry. But the load time is quite significant. The load, it takes about 8-10 seconds, so you can really punish it if you play with combined arms. Good way to do it is, you have Pigrins and a Tiger pushing at the same time, because then it can't damage both of them. This is actually bad news for the Tiger. He doesn't have an engine. So like now, because he's on AP ammo, he can't damage the pack unless he swaps to AP. Sorry, HE, which takes quite a while. So we'll force it away.
Time to back away from this.
He really needs another sort of pioneers though.
It's quite hard to micro actually the ISU. And that pack's not having a good day, and he just didn't back away the half track either, so that goes down.
On the Maxim will force it away though. I don't.
He does it. What's he got on at the moment?
I think he has HE. I think
he has HE.
It says like load armor, but I think that's the button to change it to. Anyway, So actually, all of a sudden, there's been a few squad losses
It has.
on the side of Torano.
Finally, yeah, which is good for Vindicarex, because he's been losing squads left, right, and center.
Which he may not have lost if he had medics healing his squads up, especially now that his pioneers are low. Like, he can't use them in combat, otherwise they just die. The repair damage modification, 200% extra accuracy while repairing, or 200% accuracy.
Increased,
Yeah.
received accuracy.
Yeah. So received accuracy. Yeah, they die fast, and when you have them on like 3/4 health, they're gonna die fast. Especially if you're repairing on a road, like on their cover, it's kind of bad. So there is a MG on the field, ready to be repaired. Really needs a second squad of pioneers.
Definitely. Gonna be repairing that one now. Gotta be careful of the non-existent mortar.
Well, he forced
that got wiped.
the guards away, so he couldn't take the MG, which was nice.
Should recruit that mortar, I think.
I don't know if he really needs it. I mean, because he does have the ISU.
What do you think? You don't think so?
It's going to be good against packs, but like so is the ISU.
It won't cap out his pop cap though. The second ISU should be coming soon.
Yeah, that's true. Pop cap is definitely something to manage.
It's like another 25, and I think he probably needs another combat engineer squad over
exactly.
mortar, so...
Especially if you have double ISU, you need more mortars. Sorry, more NGs, or maybe even another guard squad, just so he has the chain button.
Yeah. Another NG, another guard.
Mortar, yeah, they're okay, but especially when you're versing, lots of P-grans, you can lose it pretty easily.
So second ISU, so yeah, definitely a second combat engineer squad now would be great, and then just reinforce squads. He actually capped the mortar, so he probably has enough pop cap to reinforce it and get another combat engineer squad, but that's about it.
Should be good against them packs.
Yeah, he will.
So ISU's on the field. I don't know, what's he gonna do?
Just hold him to VPs, I suppose. I mean, it's gonna be hard to use one Tiger against two ISUs.
Exactly. Especially with only one spot of pioneers.
Yeah, and with two ISUs, you can actually have them toggled ammo-wise. So
that's true.
One always has, the AP threat to the Tiger. The Tiger can't just come in because there's this gun there, and one of the ISUs actually has AP loaded. Even if you just leave it there, and you only use the HE one to actually poke, one AP and one Zis gun will be enough, and then the other one can just switch ammo over. It's not really a big deal. So yeah, two ISUs are ideal in this situation. It can be hard to use one, but if you have two and you can switch up the ammo, that can definitely work.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see some P-Shreks come out. P-Shreks are really good against the ISUs because, again, when you have a Tiger and a Pax and Shreks pushing up, like they can't respond to all of them because they have to toggle the ammo. But again, as you said, two ISUs, that will be a bit hard to do. So there is a Zis gun there. So it will kind of force it away if it penetrates. Yeah.
There you go. And yeah, the Tiger just has to back away. It can't engage into that kind of a situation. Meanwhile, the HE ISU can just force squads off the BP, just make sure nothing actually caps. Which will work out well because, still some time before Torano will actually have the fuel to go for a second
nice
Tiger.
Faust. Will he find it though?
Yeah. Decided against it.
So he is doing what you suggested.
He ran out of munitions, yeah.
Oh, that's awkward. He does have this one here. It's on HE because what I select, that's what to press to change into.
Right, yeah.
Whereas the other one is actually staying on AP for now.
Good move.
So I like that. With double ISU and with the Zis, there's so much poke for the Tiger. And that's what ISUs are good at. They're not very good in those all-in engagements because, they can't fire while moving, they're slow rotating, they have to toggle ammo, but they have a lot of range and they have a lot of burst. So they're really good at sort of, poking away vehicles, which is why then you have to respond with double or triple pioneers. I always go double pioneers with Tigers or even Panthers, but especially against double ISU, really needs more. But nice Faust coming through, and he does have the Shreks as well.
Can he follow this up with the Tiger? That's a big question.
Well, it's pretty low, especially with the Zis facing up. He probably shouldn't.
Yeah, and it is the HE one as well, so...
This could actually wipe his P-Shreks. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's still moving though. He really should just stop micro this and take a shot.
He has the bombing run as well, and there's a Maxim.
He really needs to stop micro this. Like, backing it away doesn't really matter.
Oh,
the Tiger actually gets through. Wow, how to get through that?
I think it just it went down the road. That's the bombing run. A bombing run may wipe the Tiger. He needs to back it out of the bad smoke.
That's a nice run. That's a nice run.
Oh, but will it matter? He timed it well, actually. Very confident. Yeah. He avoided it. So now he has the flank. And this ISU in a bit of trouble. Pack is firing as well. And
he needs to start backing away the Tiger,
this ISU is on HE. It won't do a lot of damage. There it goes.
Was it on HE?
Well, this one here is.
Wow, it should be on... That was the other one.
It's still HE. It hasn't changed yet. Well, it was firing at infantry, I think.
No, yeah, that ISU was on armor piercing. Well, the Tiger shouldn't go into
Attack
this.
and Shreks. This is
He'll go
actually
into this.
like.
Yeah, he'll win that. Oh no, the Shreks go down.
Well, he can re-get it. That being said, he can probably juke it with the pack firing as well. And
Can he
he's
get the Shrek shot off?
still on HE. They won't even matter if he fires. He probably won't penetrate.
Probably not.
You should try though, just
Just the
in
front
case.
armor.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice shot there. Fantastic play.
So this is actually
Torano.
like perfect textbook explanation of how you deal with the new ISU. You got a unit mix. Again, he had the Shreks, he had the Faust, he had the Tiger. Mine may even wipe the
Oh,
Tiger.
he will, yeah, if he actually runs
will.
over it. Please don't, Torano, I believe.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Wouldn't have really mattered though. Well, I'm amazed. I mean, he got outplayed. Vindicare honestly got outplayed.
He got outplayed there, yeah.
Torano just played that well.
See, like, I didn't think Torano had it in him to play that well, and he did lose squads as did both of our players. That's what happens in tank engagements, but that was really nice micro.
He's complaining about how poor ISU's turn. Yes, ISU's turn
poorly.
They're like an assault gun. Like, that's what they do. They're not tanks. They fire big shells at things at large distances. Yes.
Also, there's a Vet 3 Grenadier squad with a Shrek.
Oh, that's good.
That's nasty.
Especially with Faust as well.
Yeah,
they can like Faust
really
and
well.
Shrek. Yeah. At this stage, because he has Blitzkrieg, he can basically just Blitzkrieg past Tiger. One shot my dudes. Yeah, Tigers are really good against infantry. Honestly, I think IS-2s would have been a much better choice on this map.
It's a hard map to use ISUs, and even though he was microing well, yeah, the other one switched to HE, whereas the other one, you always have to have one on armor-piercing rounds. Like, I think you just have to, because otherwise you just have no DPS against the Tiger, because you just won't penetrate. This was in a good spot, but only got one shot off.
I think for Vindicare, he put the second ISU on HE because he saw how low the Tiger was. And then, like, he saw, wow, the ISU, I think, wants to find blood on this Tiger, and he may well find it as well. He just fired, I think it was a blind shot. He probably, unless he's got a vision for it, Fog of War.
Could he just, he could pop vision. He could be popping vision.
Oh, yeah, he sees it now. That will actually kill it as well.
Yeah,
he misses. He's on AP. He's on AP. Yeah.
How will, the Stook should penetrate the rear armor of that ISU, but it doesn't have a turret. So that could be
misses.
hard to micro.
Yeah. Well, it's a Stook E's. I don't know if it will penetrate the rear arm. Probably not. The Stook E's have pretty bad penetration.
Yeah, I know that.
They're anti-infantry.
Man, the Shrek can just chase this back to base. If he lands the Faust, yeah, good job backing away.
There is the Dushka MG, which is actually very strong.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
it's stupidly strong.
Yeah, so no, the Grens can't chase that. No way.
Yeah, so as I was sort of mentioning earlier, because of how low the Tiger was, like I didn't actually think Torano was going to go for that engagement because of how low the Tiger was. But he did it, and it was very surprising, which I think is why it worked, because then the other ISU, they were both on HE. And even then, he didn't fire when he should have. Like, yeah, the Pigrons were behind heavy cover, but they were very grouped that he may have actually wiped it.
Yeah. It's worth taking the shot. It doesn't really take that much time out of your micro back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth the RNG shot to take out to try and take out the squad and stop the DPS.
Probably takes about a second.
Yeah.
And then you just keep moving again.
Yeah.
So, like, especially in team games, when you're versing OKW, and there's like a lot of Volt Shreks especially, it's really easy to, whoa, yeah, still get ease. They die pretty fast. ISU's,
oh, it was a Ziz shot, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, the ISU I think does 240 and the Ziz does 160, kills it fast. Yeah, especially in team games, when you have Volt Shreks, and then you also have, like, Panthers and, like, Tigers all mixed in, if you just, like, force it en masse with combined arms, it's kind of hard to deal with. It's really they've turned it into more of a long-range snipe howitzer thing, not just like a kill everything with long-range death. So it's hard to use. I think it's probably only really viable in team games when you have your allies supporting it with like IS-2s and like Jacksons and things like that. Getting some great damage. It still has good damage against infantry, against tanks, but yeah, the reload time is very punishing. It's hard to actually micro, but this Blitzkrieg will actually just win the game. He'll just Blitzkrieg behind it. He has to be careful. The buttons, there's only one squad of guards.
I think he'll just wait until he gets the second Tiger as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he'll have the time to be able to do that. And I think that's the only reason we haven't seen the second Pioneer squad out yet. He has VPs to play with again. I mean, 233, 388 on the side of Vindicarex. He's got the time. He doesn't need to pressure anything. Just waits for the second Tiger. 2 Tigers against 1 ISU and just wins it.
Also, we didn't see a marked target in that engagement.
That's what I was going to ask, whether we did or not.
No,
and I don't
there
think
was
we
a
did.
bombing run. Maybe it ran out of munitions, and I think it was actually going to work, but the delay was more than I thought it was in the bombing run.
Yeah. I think it depends how close you are to base. Like, the one you used, if you remember that game, like, it was a lot closer, so...
Yeah.
We had a similar situation that happened when the machine was trying to micro an ICU away from the Tiger. I'm just like yelling bombing run from the other side of the room. He used it. He got the Tiger and he
It just clipped it, but it was enough.
It was enough to get it. But see, it's very powerful. But I think Torano made the correct choice there and decides sees the bomb and he says, "I'm just going to go straight through that."
Because if he backed off, he may have lost it.
Yeah, definitely. You just play with the delay there, and it is a big delay, and you just go boom, and you just go straight past it. He played that really nicely.
And so the thing is, the bombing run is like it doesn't always kill your tanks depending on how much actually hits it, but it's a guaranteed stun.
Yeah.
And that stun will allow the ISU to fire, your Zis guns to reface, your guards to get in position for the button.
Yeah,
so
if that had actually landed, Vindicarex would have lost all the ISUs.
Easy.
So, yeah.
So Tiger's here.
He's got a pack and a Zis.
Vet 2 turns it into a one-shot squad machine. Extra accuracy and range is kind of deadly.
Good mines though from Vindicarex.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to hold this one off, so he's got 2 AT guns and he has mines. Mines are just crucial.
Definitely enough to kill it. If he drives over a mine and he gets mark targeted, there's this in the pack and the ISU can actually take it down.
Takes
quite
one out
quickly.
and then micros away from the other one if he can. But
the Pioneers are moving and they will sweep these mines out.
Smart moves from Torano as well. Yeah, definitely. If you're going for a wall seat move, you need to have those mines movers there as well.
Mines are a very integral part of ISU. They always have been, especially now with the weapon changes. Mines are still more valuable than ever. You have to bear in mind that if you stand over your own mine, it can blow up and damage your engine. Guards, they basically get destroyed by the Tiger. Pioneers,
oh, the wipe.
Yeah, the guy with the minesweeper bludgeoned him over the face. Yeah, destroyed that mine. He has to be careful. Yeah, the Tiger's accurate. You have to be careful sweeping mines because if a Zis or an ISU shoots the mine, it will blow up and wipe the Pioneers. So it's generally safer to reveal them and then shoot them with some sort of explosive.
He's revealing them, and I think I'll just go for it at this point. Pack's facing up though.
There is the Blitzkrieg. Oh, no Blitzkrieg yet, but he can Blitzkrieg it, and he really should.
He's just going to wipe those packs. Pack hasn't even fired yet against double. The Tiger guns are just wiping them.
The MGs and the Riflenade will do a lot of damage against this gun as well here. Pretty effective. Here's a Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, this
easy mode.
The GG. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, when you're versing a Blitzkrieg, it's just so hard to use those vehicles. Blitzkrieg, I think, kind of makes it harder than what it should be. But still, it was 2 Tigers against 1 ISU. Pretty much unwinnable on the side.
With that being said, I mean, the Tigers did a lot of damage to those guns. Like, the pack didn't even fire because of the Tiger MGs. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, I think Vindicarex was set up perfectly for that, but Torano countered it by saying, I have a minesweeper. It's just like, that's fine. Because if it wasn't for that minesweeper, Vindicarex would have won that engagement. Yeah, he would have probably
got demoed.
He probably would have killed at least 1 Tiger and the other one would have backed away because the pack would have got wiped. But, yeah, GG, definitely.
GG. Well played by Torano. I think, like, I was quite frustrated by the lack of second Pio, but it worked for him.
Yeah.
In
and
the end.
lack of med bunker. So
oh god, the med bunker.
Interesting choice, dude. Like, yeah, please build a med bunker in future.
Yeah, like that's a very objective opinion. Is just med bunkers heal your troops. More health is good.
Yeah, less manpower bleed also good. It's things out faster.
All right,
love it.
Well, that's it. That's it for us, folks.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning in.